So in these courses, we talk about operating system and we talk about your personal software. The personal software is something that you inherit for the most part. It's that landscape of thoughts and feelings in which you navigate on a daily basis, the way you think the world is. And this is inherited and formed through your experiences of life. You experience something in your childhood, and then that becomes a sort of a belief. It becomes a way the world is. One of the examples I like to give is if you have a domineering father and you get along with him, then you think that a good man is dominating. Or if you have a domineering father or dominating father and you don't get along with him, and then let's say later in life, your boss says, "Oh, that's a great outfit you're wearing here today for the presentation," you can become very offended. I'm assuming, female point of view. So there's many, many ways that we create confusion in our own lives by not understanding our own interior mental and emotional landscape. Getting to know that landscape is really pretty important. There are many shadow beliefs that will pop up. I know that I had, for the longest time, a shadow belief that I developed in my childhood around not good enough. And I can pinpoint when that happened. I was about 12 and I was not doing my homework. I should have been doing my homework, but I wasn't. So I was falling a little bit behind. And my mother, she said, "Teri, that's not good enough." Whoa. Okay. So now I was like, okay, I guess I have to pull it together, right? Not good enough. Ooh, not good enough. I don't like the sound of not good enough. So the not good enough pushed me to excel. I did 4 years of high school in 3 years. I became this driver. Not good enough, not good enough, not good enough. And I anchored that deeply inside my identity. Not good enough, not good enough. But as an adult, it became a shadow belief that overshadowed so much of what I was doing. So no matter what I did, no matter how good I was, it was not good enough. So we need to look at those shadow beliefs and give yourself the ability to notice those things. One of the things I like to give to my clients is to have a deep dive into some of those things. It's just bad programming. It's not who you are. It's an event that happened in your life, or it's some influence that came in to you that created some kind of loop, and then that made your landscape of how the world is, who you are. But it's just a little tiny piece. You can reprogram that. So notice what is going on. Dig in. With my clients, I like to make flashcards. You can make yourself a flashcard. That means that you would go and look at something like not good enough. Ooh, where are all my saboteur voices telling that I'm not good enough? How am I developing that story? All of that. So you look at all that, and then you do the opposite. You look at the truth about how you are good enough, when people are telling you that you are good enough, how people are showing you that you are good enough. The congratulations after the presentation that you did. Wow, okay. The raise that you got, the thank yous that you got, the slaps on the back that you got, the wonderful gestures that people are making towards you, how the world is telling you that you are good enough. Notice and calculate and add those up. Add those up. And if you don't have enough, go ask some of your friends, family, and loved ones, because I bet they have tons that you're not thinking of. Go add those up, and then you make a big bad sheet of all of those instances. And every time you think something along the lines of not good enough, because now you got it down, you know what your little shadow belief there is, and you look at the truth. Look at the truth. I, in my 20s, used this technique to patch reprogram this idea of myself of not good enough. I walked around with flashcards in my handbag for about 12 months. And every time I would get like that rush of not good enough, or something terrible was happening, and I thought, oh my gosh, how am I going to get through this? I'm not good enough. And I'd go to the ladies' room, you know, and I'd look at my flashcards and in my handbag and be like, oh, look at that. That's not true, Teri. Look at all your accomplishments. Look at everything you're doing. Oh my God, like, you're amazing. You're amazing. Stop telling yourself these lies. And then I would go back. And then after a while, one day I was digging through my purse and I noticed these flashcards in my purse. And I'm like, oh my God, I haven't looked at these for like 6 months. I haven't looked. Why? Because I'm not having those big moments of, oh my goodness, I'm not good enough. It's patch reprogramming. You have to repetitively tell yourself the truth. Tell yourself the objective, cognitive truth about who you really are and how you have really accomplished so much in your life, so that you can stop believing the lies, something that wasn't probably even meant to be this dark shadow belief about yourself. It just sort of happens. And we all have them. So you can undo that. You can untangle it. Get to it.